Vox Pauli, a conversation with people present and past at St. Paul's Catholic University Center at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Welcome, Liz Pierson. Glad to have you on this show.
Thank you. I'm super excited.
It's good to have you on here. You are the first guest of Vox Pauli who's not a registered student at the university or a Focus
This is true.
missionary.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about what are you doing with yourself these days, Liz?
Honestly, I just go to MATC.
That's right.
For my classes that I need to. And then I just come to St. Paul's and I hang out, do my online classes here, socialize.
You meet the people.
I meet people.
But you met people before you got here.
Yes.
Because where are you from? Where's your hometown?
I'm from Janesville, Wisconsin.
Janesville,
Yes.
Wisconsin,
Yeah.
a great city in the south of Wisconsin.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
What's great about Janesville?
We have a lot of restaurants, chain restaurants.
A lot of chain.
Sometimes people call it
I was like,
Chainsville.
no, you do not have a lot of restaurants.
Chain restaurants, a lot of fast food. But honestly, there's not much to do there. I won't lie.
Oh,
but
not a lot to do.
No.
But you were raised in a practicing Catholic family there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many of you are there? The Piersons.
Yes.
But not pair Piersons.
Not pair.
Pier, like a
Pier.
pier in the water.
Exactly.
Piersons.
The right way.
The right way, absolutely. How many Pierson children are there?
There's 5 of us.
And where do you fall in those 5?
The last.
You're the baby of
Yeah.
the family.
Can you tell?
No, actually, no.
Okay.
Your parents love you more than the rest of your siblings?
My siblings would say so.
Yeah, absolutely. They would. They for certain would say.
They would say so.
That. Now, is this like down the line, or you like the surprise later in life?
I'm 4 years from the next.
Okay, so little, but
So there's
like,
a little
you
bit
know,
of
like mom and dad were like, yeah, let's have one more. This will be
I
fun.
don't know.
Or
I've
it's
never
like,
actually.
look at this.
I never
It's-
actually asked.
Right. Now, is your full name Elizabeth?
Yes.
What's your middle name?
Catherine with a C.
Elizabeth Catherine. Oh my gosh,
C.
that's a very Catholic name. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. And where did you go to high school?
I went to Craig.
Janesville,
Craig.
What was that like? You're a devout Catholic girl, yes, or you didn't quite find devotion in high school as yet?
I feel like more towards the end.
What
like
happened there? How'd that happen?
Let's see. I would say like the summer after my senior year was kind of like my lowest point, I would say.
Like
So kind of-
personally or like faith-wise, or how do you mean that? Like just going through a hard time?
Both,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know. I think more with my faith because I wasn't as like strong.
Sure.
It was kind of like throughout high school, it was kind of like a go to Sunday Mass, do what I needed to do.
Your mom and dad go to Mass?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we always went to Mass all the way through, just like my whole life. And then, yeah, so like in high school, Father Drew, he did.
Father Drew Olson?
Yes, he did a class in the morning before we went to school.
Yeah, that was kind of a fun thing that he did. Can you talk a little about what he did there? Do you know that whole story?
It was like a lot of philosophy, I believe.
Yeah, he found out that in the statute of the state of Wisconsin, you can have religious courses during the regular school hours, and the school has to allow students to. So you became part of that.
I was part of that.
He would teach them.
He would teach them.
Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty early in the morning. I mean, some would say it was at 7:30, but
It's pretty
some would
early in the
say-
morning, yeah.
Yeah, it was early for me personally, but yeah, it was like a nice little religion class we had, and then, but again, like I wasn't like very like into it.
Didn't
at
light you
that
on
time.
fire at that time
Yeah,
in your life.
yeah, and I wished like if I were to do it now, it would have been like a lot better for me.
Right.
And I would actually
right.
learn.
Youth
a lot
is
more.
wasted on the young, they say.
Yeah.
But you're a bit young to rue that. But.
Yeah. So yeah, they did that. And then, but like my summer after senior year is when I think I like got into like the wrong crowd. And I was like, truthfully, it was never like, that was never like me. Like I just wanted to fit in and I felt pressured, but like.
Were you popular in high school, ran with the cool kids, or how would you say?
I would say I was well known. I think sports.
Athletics.
Yeah, athletics helped. I was friends with like the cool people, they would say.
But they were not bringing out your best self. And you were not bringing out their best selves, maybe, to be fair.
Probably not.
So what's the switch? Is there a switch or just like a gradual process? How's that go?
Well, I took a gap year. So I think during that gap year helped me a lot to focus more on what I wanted and like what I wanted to do for school. But then I went to visit a friend at Camp Gray.
What's Camp Gray? What is that?
Camp Gray is a Catholic...
Is it a camp where you get around and you just color in the shades of gray? Terrible novel, by the way.
Right.
No, none of that.
No, it's none of that. But it's a Catholic summer camp. It's lots of fun. I recommend for any parents out there who want to send their kids to Camp Gray.
Yeah.
But
what's great about Camp Gray? Camp Gray, they say, is the place where I want to be.
It is the place where I want to be.
What's the next line?
Run in the sun and feel so free.
Run in the sun and feel so free. Do you know that I was a Camp Gray counselor?
I think you did tell me this back in 2002.
2001, the summer of 2001. You were not yet a twinkle in your father's eye in those
probably
days.
Not. No.
Yeah, but you went to camp or you went on staff? You went to visit a friend there.
So my sister worked there in 21, and then they needed LITs, leaders in training. Leaders in training.
How old do you have to be a leader in training at Camp Gray?
I think like 16, 17, 18.
Isn't it awesome to be young and have to pay attention to anything, just do it and have a great time?
Yeah.
It's a nice thing.
You have really no responsibilities for the kids.
So you were an LIT or your sister was?
So my sister worked there, and then the summer of 23, she was like, they need LITs. And so I was like, okay, fine. So I did it. I had a lot of fun.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And then I went for the 3 weeks, and it was lots of fun. And then I was like, I'm totally working here next summer. And then...
What made it fun? Wait a minute, such a memorable experience. What are some of the things that happened?
I think it's just like, it was just so spiritual. And like, it was so like, because having like the chapel there, it was so easy to
Beautiful
just
chapel.
go there. Exactly. So easy to go there during the night.
Do you remember any of the leaders of the LIT program when you were there?
Who they were?
Yeah.
Jonah Gelker.
Jonah Gelker, yeah.
Yeah.
He's known.
He is known, yeah. Yeah, he was our dad. He did a really good job. But yeah, I think that helped me to grow a lot in my faith. But then came my senior year. And then I was like, I think I had like a camp high. And then when I came
That's the thing, isn't it? You go to one of these experiences, a camp, a retreat, a conference, you're all fired up.
Yeah.
And then you come back to the rest of the world and boom.
Yeah, it kind of just went away. But then I came back and visited a friend last summer. And I was like, maybe I should actually do this. And this is the
summer of 2023.
Yes.
Okay.
And this was the time that I was kind of like starting to pick up more in my faith and wanted to get more serious.
Awesome.
And so I visited her and I was like, okay, sure. Like this wouldn't be bad to like apply and see where it goes. And so as soon as applications came out, I was like on top of it. And then I had my interview in December and and then like ever since December, I was waiting or like I was offered a job and I was like, yes. And then I had to like wait.
Oh, so you had offered the job early and then you just got to sit and wait for someone to come.
Yeah.
So what were you doing?
Working.
Where?
Farm and Fleet.
What were you doing at Farm and Fleet?
I started in the pets and like farm department. And then I was moved to BOPUS, which stands for...
BOPUS is not a real world. BOPUS means...
It's an acronym. Buy online, pick up, in store.
That sounds boring.
It was so... I liked it way
more.
more.
It was not boring.
Yeah.
I feel like animal feed would be more exciting.
Not really.
Did you meet many cat ladies?
Yeah.
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 Did that make you want to be a cat lady or want to not be a cat? Didn't sing to a dark corner of your heart?
No, I really wanted a dog again.
Oh. You had a dog?
I did have a dog. I had two.
But they passed.
They did pass.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you were working at the Farm and Fleet and then the online section.
Yes.
There's lovely people.
Yes.
What's the weirdest thing people order online from Farm and Fleet? Like, is it like I know Farm and Fleet doesn't sell weird, but like the oddest, like someone ordered 5,000, 9-volt batteries.
There's like a lot of fence posts and sometimes there'd be like pallets of like cow feed or something or chicken feed. But sometimes people would just order like a single like serve bag of pretzels. I'm like,
right.
I really have to go out and get this. Like,
you don't go to the store, you can't get pretzels yourself, you got to online order it.
Yeah.
That's just something about the world, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it was fun.
So you did this counting down the day. You shopped all day?
Basically, that's what it was.
Oh, the online order comes in, you go around the store. And
yes, and then I came back, packed it up, and then they came through the drive-thru.
Actually, that does sound kind of fun.
It was pretty fun, actually.
So do you still shop at Farm and Fleet?
I still have my discount.
What's the discount? Is it
10%?
Oh, okay, that's pretty decent. That's not bad. Do you use it? Do you buy single bags of pretzels and get 10% off?
No, not pretzels. Maybe some like peach rings or something.
What, peach rings? Mm-hmm. What are those? What they sound like?
Yeah, exactly what they sound like. Actually, well, it's like a gummy. It's a gummy candy that's in the shape of a ring, and it's peach flavor.
Is that what sings to your heart? Let's talk a little about this. We'll shift gears. What sings to your feminine heart? Like fruity sweets or chocolates or, right? Because we find girls tend to fall into really two categories.
It changes.
Well, that's not good.
I think most of the time I'd go for something a little bit more sweet and fruity, like some Nerds gummy clusters or some.
So you're easy to make happy is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's a
I'd
good thing.
say.
Nerds clusters. Yes. Gummy bears?
Sour Patch watermelon.
What do they call that dessert where it's like pudding and they put gummy worms in it?
Dirt cups.
Dirt cups. That's right. Dirt cups.
I'm not really big on like pudding.
Oh.
I just can't do like the consistency.
Gummy, not pudding.
Yeah.
See, it's tough for guys, is it not? It's hard out there for guys. How are they supposed to interface with this kind of a world? Well, it's a kid pudding it. No, it's not. I don't mean that. You know, I don't mean that. All right. So you go to Camp Gray in the summer.
Yes.
This past summer, 2004.
Yes.
And it sounds like that was a moving experience in your life.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
Met a lot of great people.
Yeah.
A lot of good friends.
Some who are here.
Some are here. Speaking of being here, beginning of the summer, I was going to go to a school in Janesville. And then like mid-July, I was convinced to come to Madison by some people.
By people at Camp Gray?
Yes. Because I knew there was like a group at camp that would be at St. Paul's.
Yes, absolutely.
And so I was like...
Pastoral intern Justin Hintz.
Yes.
To name one.
Exactly. But...
Kenneth Smith.
Kenneth Smith. Exactly.
Brooke Rule, front desk.
Yes, Brooke.
Lady.
Yep. And I knew...
And more.
And many more. And I knew St. Paul's was a really good Newman Center. So I was like...
So tell us about coming into St. Paul. You had been around St. Paul's before you sort of moved to the city, or it was new when you came in? You knew people, but you know the place.
I knew people because of camp, which really helped. And then last year, I would come for the AO talks with my sister and my cousin.
Okay, you come on Thursday evening to Alpha Omega to hear the talks and get information. Meet people?
No.
It
was kind of like a come in and go. I didn't really have many interactions with anybody. But yeah, we did that. I think just like through like Instagram and stuff. That's how we really heard about it. And then, so coming to St. Paul's this year, I was like excited, but I was also nervous because I was told that sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming.
Yeah. Can we talk about, it's a big place.
It is a big place.
It's a lot of people.
Which is good.
Talk about that a little bit. Did you find it overwhelming?
Yes and no. I had like a kind of like a group coming.
There's a group here that knew you and they were welcoming to you.
And living at Moti also helped.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. Because you come in with connections forged at camp.
Yes.
And then you move into this sweet house. Well, how many girls live there?
13.
13 women living at the Mother Teresa house or Moti. Tell us about that happy place.
Oh, it's great.
It's on Carroll Street.
It's on Carroll Street.
Mm-hmm. Block and a half away from the rectory.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's just a good community. Like cooking for each other. Community nights, and just cooking.
What are community nights at Moti?
Community nights. We'll
have dinner together.
Yes,
you have a huge dining room table.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And then
we play a little game or two.
What kind of games do you play?
We've played fishbowl, hot seat. Okay. First week we did shaving cream twister.
Okay.
So it was pretty slippery. And then what did we do? I think those are actually the only ones.
And it's all like it's Catholic women at all different levels. There's like upper class. Are there any graduate students? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a girl who's already graduated. Like it's women at all different levels of life. What's that experience like? Because you're on the younger end, and there are other young girls, but there are older girls as well.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what that's like.
It's pretty cool just to see like people in different stages of life, even though we're all in college, but still people are like moving on to whatever they decide to do. It's nice because I feel like a lot of motherly love. House mom, Esther, love her.
Shout out Esther Gagliardi, favorite to all people. To know her is to love her, is what we say about Esther, and most people agree with that. We agree with that, to know Esther is to love her.
Yeah, she's awesome. Very, like, welcoming.
One of the biggest, happiest smiles I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. When I first moved into Moti, it was like the day or something before everybody went on the getaway. So it was literally just like me and like 2 others in the house.
Everyone else went off.
Yes.
And the leadership
which is kind of like scary because I was like,
that is intense.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you live in the big attic with all the girls up there?
I do live in the attic.
Yeah, tell the world about that. The attic, yes, that's right.
We did have a dilemma, I think the first week when, again, I think people were away, possibly. But yeah, woke up at 2 a.m.
Because the top floor, which is essentially the attic, yes?
Yes.
Like it's the floor and then it's the ceiling. There's not like...
Yeah, nope, there's no...
Or the roof, I should say. There's not a ceiling, just the roof there.
Yeah.
How many girls sleep up there?
5.
5.
Yes.
It's like an army barracks.
It's a good time up there, though.
That's what I hear.
Honestly. Yes.
But a bat was there. And then Heroes from the Carroll House.
Shout out.
Shout out Carroll House. What's Carroll House? What's that?
The house across the street from OT, and it's the house of 12.
Right across the street.
Right across.
Right. In your house, all Catholic girls. In their house, all...
Catholic men.
Men? Boys? Men? Working it out. They're figuring it out. They're doing their best.
They are doing their best.
Say. Yeah, absolutely. And they, like Heroes, came over and caught the bat.
Yes.
Said, girls, fear not. We're here.
Exactly. It was very comforting, honestly.
Oh, that's nice. They're like big brothers.
They are like big brothers.
Mm-hmm. They come over for community days sometimes.
Sometimes joint.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And some of them are engaged to people who live in your house.
Some of them one. Yeah, there's one of them.
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
Very nice. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about, so you're not enrolled at the University of Wisconsin, but you're still active around St. Paul's. Tell us about that.
I feel like it's almost the same to people who do go to UW. It's like...
They don't seem to make a thing about it.
No, it's really not a thing. Sometimes, like, when I do, like, meet new people and I'm talking to them about school, I'm like, oh, but I go to MATC.
Right, they might assume you're a student at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Once they find out you're not, it's not like, oh, well, bye.
Yeah, right. No, but yeah, it's kind of, there's really no difference, I feel like, except I don't know what it's like to be a UW student coming here, but
you can't talk about all the things. Did you love Bucky since you were a kid? Like, are you into Bucky and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, I've been a Madison fan my whole life.
And always, you were familiar with the city, or now you're learning the city for the first time?
Before I came, I was like, I can't do Madison. Like, it stresses me out. Like, I honestly, like, I can't believe I'm here right now because Madison stresses me out. But now it's a lot of fun.
Now you're making your way, finding the fun.
Glad I'm here.
And you're in a fun house with a lot of people who do it, and across the street from a fun house. It's really. Can you talk about making friends at St. Paul's? How that was like, things you experienced previously, and things, because you had seen some very different experiences. There's like high school, which I think a lot of people can relate to that experience.
Yeah. Then
there's Camp Gray, which is a very, very specific experience, and then there's St. Paul's, which is a kind of middle place.
Yeah. So, having the friends at camp was easy transitioning to here, but then also the interns do a really good job, I would say.
Oh, the sweet pastoral interns.
Welcoming. Yeah, you walk in the door, hey, what's your name? Whatever, and have you like, do you want a tour? But yeah, they definitely were very helpful, and just seeing familiar faces around here as well. It was just honestly like not easy, but like.
Right, it can be tough, but you can make the transition.
But it was,
Do you found it like, here's a question, might be hard to answer, but so you had some people at Camp Gray who made the transition for you. Like, do you think you would have been able to make it by yourself? Like,
no.
Because do you think sometimes St. Paul's can just be a little scary? Or do you never perceive that?
I honestly never really thought it that way.
Mm-hmm. Why?
I think because of being in Moti.
Because you knew people.
Because I knew people. Yes.
People. Does that create kind of any motivation? Like, do you feel any kind of, I don't know where you are. Have you come yet to kind of a special mission? Like, hey, these people kind of poured into me. I need to kind of do that with other people. If you got to that place in your mind, how do you think about that?
Yeah. I just was like, just wanted to meet new people.
Yeah.
And I knew that people here are supportive, especially in the faith journey. And yeah, I would hope that I can do like the same for them. And I hope I am. But
it's early, right?
Yes.
It's only the start.
Yes. It feels like I've been here for forever, honestly.
Oh, talk about that.
Sometimes people, they say, like, I'm here a lot. And people are like,
you're around.
I'm around a lot.
What Sweet Audrey Miller would call a frequent flyer.
I am definitely a frequent flyer, for sure.
You are known to the staff.
Yeah, I would say. But I enjoy it. Some people are like, make snarky comments about it, but I think it's fun. And
you're finding yourself,
yes.
And you're getting to understand things that are going on.
Yes.
What goals do you have for yourself for like this coming year?
I honestly, just meeting people.
What kind of people? What kind of people would you like to meet? All people?
Yeah.
Male people?
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe. Yeah. My MRS degree.
I have heard
There it
about
is.
this sort of thing. Yes, I have heard about this sort of thing. Yeah. But now because we were talking with someone else about this, that there is this kind of culture where there are good, God-seeking young men around here. Do you think that creates like more pressure, less? Like, do you think it makes the seeking after a relationship an easier thing or a harder thing, or it's just the same kind of thing?
I wouldn't say it's hard, but I don't think it's easy either. Right now, I think I'm at a point that's like, whatever happens, I suppose. Like I was coming into, I was pretty eager, like hoping to like meet someone.
To meet somebody. Yeah.
But right now, I think I'm just like kind of laying low and seeing where
what dreams may come, as they say. So
yes,
it's good. Anything looking forward to in the next couple of weeks?
Well, I'm hoping I can get into SPK this semester.
What is SPK?
I don't know. They won't tell me.
That's right. It's a great, happy.
Yeah, I hear a lot about it, but not too much detail.
A fun retreat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll see what may come. So
yeah.
Well, listen, thank you for being on the Vox Pauli. Do you have any parting words for the people?
No. I don't know. No.
That happy smile.
Sorry. Yes.
It's quite all right. So, thanks everyone for being with us. Have a great time, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.